So in this video, my friends, I'm going to be showing you guys the easiest way to get a shiny Riolu, which of course evolves into a Lucario in Pokemon Legends ZA. If you enjoyed this one, leave a like, subscribe for more. Let me know if you guys want to see more shiny guides like this one on how to get specific Pokemon. Now, the method I'm going to be showing you guys is going to be a kind of a despawn, respawn sort of method. It's also worth noting that it took me about an hour to an hour and a half to get this to spawn. It's very random. I do have the shiny charm, which decreases my odds from like 1 in 4,000 and something to like 1 in 1,000 and something. So that is worth noting. If you don't know how to get the shiny charm, there's a guide for it on my channel. I'll try to remember to link it down in the description below. Now, what I'm about to show you guys, he's not going to be there because I just caught him, and unfortunately I wasn't recording the gameplay, but I'm going to show you guys exactly how this works, and it has to be daytime. Okay, that's the thing. So it's about to actually cycle through, as you guys can see. Okay, so now listen very, very closely. This has to be daytime and it has to be sunny weather. Otherwise, Riolu's not going to spawn, okay? Now, let's just pretend it's sunny right now. I know it's nighttime in the game because it just cycled. By the way, let me just say this. I caught him, and then I paused it as soon as I caught him. And then as soon as I unpaused it, as you guys just seen, it switched cycle. So I almost missed my window because, anyways, yeah. So he was right here on the roof. Where is this on the roof? So northern section, right? Wild zone 3 is right here. You have Restaurant La right here. If you go up onto the roof here, and I'll show you guys the exact kind of path to get here in a second, but if you go on the roof to go over here and then you kind of hop over to this rooftop, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going to this section and we're going to be walking down here to make him spawn, and then walking back to make him despawn, walking back to spawn. And so he's going to be hanging out usually on this side. If he's hanging out on the left side, I guess you can go on this side instead, but usually he's going to be hanging around here, and sometimes he'll be kind of hidden behind this bush, so you got to kind of walk a little bit further. So the idea with this to kind of despawn and respawn is the further away you get from the Pokemon, about 50 meters like that, it's going to despawn, and then it's going to respawn. So if I get a little bit further from that, what is it, a Pidgeotto? I can't remember. If I get far enough, it should despawn. Yeah, there you go. So you've seen it kind of disappeared. And if I get a little bit closer again, it should reappear. No, not this time. Yeah, there it is. So now it reappeared. So that's kind of how it works. I just want to show you guys with that. Now the Riolu is going to be over there, like I said, where we just were. The idea is we're going to be running back. So you see this line right here? Yeah, I got to get rid of him. You see this, like, this kind of wooden area right here, and then there's kind of like where it turns into stone. This is pretty much about where you're going to have to go to make Riolu despawn. You're going to walk up to about right here-ish, maybe up to here before he spawns. It depends, because sometimes he'll spawn, sometimes he'll spawn right. Hold on, let me open up my camera. Sometimes he's going to spawn. Okay, hold on. Now I'm spinning my camera. I apologize. Sometimes he'll spawn right there in that corner. Sometimes he'll spawn over there. And sometimes kind of like right around there. So you kind of come up to here. And then as soon as you see him spawn in, you kind of run back until you see him disappear. So he might disappear right about here. But you might have to go slightly further depending where he's kind of standing. And then you go back and he's going to reappear. And then you just keep repeating that over and over again. Now, here's what you got to do, okay? Very important. Because I said he only spawns during a daytime cycle, what you're going to want to do is when you do find the spawn here on the roof, you're going to drop a hard save. So you're going to open up your menu, you're going to save the game. Why? Because let's say he doesn't spawn by the time the day cycle kind of switches. The shiny, that is. Let's say the shiny doesn't spawn. What you're going to do is you're going to close the game, you're going to reboot the game, and then your save's going to reload, and you're going to have the day cycle that's going to reset back to wherever you saved it. So hopefully it's as early in the day as possible. So just kind of go rest at a bench and keep flipping the days to a night and to a day until you get the day cycle, and then come up here, and as soon as you see that Riolu spawning there, come back here and drop a hard save, and then you're good to go. I had to reboot my game once. I went through a whole day cycle, and then I rebooted my game, and I almost went through a whole second day cycle, and at the very end of the second day cycle, that's when I was coming up to here. And by the way, see that meter around, it's right now it's red, but the red ring that's kind of not really filling around my mini map, that's sort of the timer. When that runs out, it's going to flip to a day cycle, and vice versa. It's going to be yellow on the day cycle. So that's how it works. I'm sorry that I can't show you the Riolu. Again, I just caught him. I wasn't expecting for the shiny to pop up that quick. But that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Again, it took me with a shiny charm, took me, like I said, 2 full day cycles, which I think was roughly an hour to an hour and a half, give or take. I'm not 100% sure how long it took me, but roughly that's how long it took me personally. So hopefully you have maybe even better luck with it. But that's how you do it. That's how you get your shiny Riolu. And let's go ahead and you know, for the sake of the end of this video, let's transform him. Let's pop our shiny Dragonite out of here, and let's evolve him just so you guys can see what that kind of looks like. Actually, hold on, you got to raise his friendship. I'm giving him candy. Hold on 1 second. So to evolve your Riolu into a Lucario, I've already covered this in a different video, but I'll reiterate. You're just going to go to a cafe, and you're going to go ahead and order something, and just keep ordering something until he's able to be evolved. This is how you raise the friendship level, and that's what you need to do with Riolu in order to evolve him. Usually it takes me 4 orders here at the cafe to do that. That's actually was my 4th, so I'm going to do a 5th one here. Okay, so one little caveat is that you can only evolve him during the day. So I actually did raise the friendship enough with like 4 or 5 drinks at the cafe. It's just it has to be during the day. So just keep that in mind. And now you see it shows me the option to evolve him. And so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to evolve my pretty awesome little yellow shiny Riolu into a yellow shiny Lucario. And look at that. There you go. That's pretty much that, my friends. That is how you get a shiny Lucario and evolve it, or a shiny Riolu and evolve it into a Lucario. Look at them side by side. Isn't that crazy? So we got the normal Lucario, right? And then we have the shiny Lucario that's getting beat up right now. So I hope this video helped you guys out. If it did, leave a like, subscribe for more, and let me know if you have any questions. And if you want to see more kind of these shiny guides. Till the next one, friends, game on. Thanks for watching.